Hello, kid. I'm sure you must have heard that we need to save water. Why is that? Because water is important for our survival and water is scarce. Now, what about the fuel that powers our cars? Are they also limited? Let's find out. Well, just like we need drinks, vehicles also need drinks. They also require fuel. Now, for us, water is very important because that is required for our survival. Similarly, fuels are also important for the vehicles to run. So, let's know what are the fuels. Well, the fuels are petrol and diesel. These are the most commonly used fuels by the vehicles. So, let's see how we get the fuels. Well, from the dead remains of plants and animals, the fossil fuels are formed. Now, from the fossil fuels, it is extracted and finally we get petrol and diesel. Now, we can use the petrol and diesel in our car. So, it is a long process. Now, fossil fuels are limited because they take a long time to form and also because if we continuously keep on using, then they might finish. See, just like I told you, the fossil fuels take millions of years to form. So, can you imagine? So, we see even if the little amount that we use has taken millions of years to form. So, what should we do? Well, we should save fuel because other than fuel, it's not possible for our cars to run. Now, another aspect of fuel is when it is used in the vehicles, the burning of fuels gives out smoke. And this smoke has got harmful things and causes air pollution. So, this is not at all good for us. So, let's see which are the ways in which we can reduce the consumption of petrol and diesel. First thing is, when you see a red signal, you need to stop the car and switch off the engine. So, switching off engine at red signal helps in reduction of consumption of fuels. So, now when you travel in a car, the car should be at an ideal speed. The ideal speed is 40 to 50 kilometer per hour. So, driving at an ideal speed also reduces the consumption of fuels. Now, with the recent technology that is developed, there has been some new means of transport which don't use petrol and diesel. So, let's find out which are they. Well, first we have got the auto rickshaw. The auto rickshaw uses compressed natural gas, that is CNG. So, with the help of CNG, it works and this also helps in reduction in air pollution. So, I have a question for you. Auto rickshaws have started running on dash in order to reduce the use of fossil fuels. Is it option 1 compressed natural gas, 2 water or 3 diesel? Let me tell you, diesel is one of the fossil fuel. So, this is a wrong option. Now, the second option water. Water does not help vehicle to move. So, this is also a wrong option. So, the correct option is compressed natural gas. Other than compressed natural gas, there is a thing which helps the different means of transport to move. That is electricity. So, what are the means of transport which use electricity? First, we have the metro train. Other than that, we have got tuk-tuk and the electric cars. all of these vehicles run on electricity. Another thing which helps in reducing the consumption of petrol and diesel is the carpool. Well, in a carpool, usually a car is shared between 3 or 4 people. So what happens? The number of cars reduce, and similarly, the consumption also reduces. Not only that, if we use more of public transport rather than our private vehicles, petrol and diesel will be saved. So, these are the different forms of public transport like the train, auto rickshaw, ship, bus. Even you will be surprised to know that there are some means of transport which do not require any type of fuel or compressed natural gas or electricity. What are they? Well, first of all, we have the bicycle and we can go cycling. This is a very eco-friendly transport. We also have got the cycle rickshaw, which does not use any of the fossil fuels. So, these are the ways in which we can reduce the consumption of petrol and diesel. First, we can use a cycle rickshaw, which is a transport which does not use any of the fossil fuels. Next, we have got the auto rickshaw, which runs on compressed natural gas and not on fossil fuels. Then, we have got the carpool, which helps in reducing the number of vehicles running. And finally, we have the tuk-tuk that runs on electricity. Not only that, we also should remember that whenever we are traveling in a car, it should always run at an ideal speed of 40 to 50 km per hour. And the last and most important thing is, once we see a red signal, then we should stop the car and switch off the engine. So, switching off engine at red signal helps in reduction of consumption of the fossil fuels, that is petrol and diesel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per ICC, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. More than 5,000 plus amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social studies. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubt. That's not all. You can also win amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So, at deltastep.com, learning is not only fun and easy but also rewarding. So, register for free now.